Hey, what's up, everybody? Wrestling Figure Epicenter here with the highly anticipated How Did I Build It? The Arena. This is version 2.1, and we're going to be going through the second version shortly after, where we're going to recap the basement area, the backstage, and the parking area. So again, appreciate everybody tuning in. If you haven't yet, lots more videos to come, so hit that subscribe button and we'll get this going. First things first, I get a lot of questions emailed to me almost daily on what I did, how I did it, what I used and whatnot. So we're going to be recapping all that here today. So first things first, what I did was, and I'm going to have still photos posted at the end of this video for everybody so you can kind of see a step-by-step process. But again, what I did was I went to Home Depot or Lowe's, where it doesn't really matter, and I bought a couple 2x4s and a sheet of plywood. The plywood, and again, I get this question asked a lot because you can put this on top of a table or whatnot and use it for your own, but it's a 4x8 by ½ inch sheet of plywood. I got the pre-sanded so it was smooth. And then what I did was I went and got a commercial grade spray adhesive. I believe it's a 200 on the 100, 200 version. It's a little more stronger and has that longevity I used in prior builds that I did. I also then went to Joann Fabric and got 4 yards of this felt. It's a grayish black felt. Gives it that concrete look. I didn't just want to spray paint black wood or whatever. I just think it's tacky and it really does look like wood up close. So I wanted that feel, that the consistency throughout, and it really gave it that concrete feel. So I sprayed the whole board and wrapped the felt right around the board. It's mess, it's sticky, it gets everywhere, so be careful when you're spraying. Built the base, built the shell of a cabinet first, and then what I did was I mounted this on top of it. I sprayed everything, all the edges black, on the 2x4s to kind of blend in as well. What I did after that was really set the crowd up. But before the crowd, we got the set from Extreme Sets. This was their version 3.0 with the 3D pop-out crowd. Little overwhelming at first, but after a couple minutes of looking at the pieces, everything went together very well. I ended up getting 2 of these because you can see the massive scale of the arena itself. It would have cut off right there, and I would have had all this area that I still had to worry about. So that was the problem with the 2.0 when I ordered it. So I didn't want to make that same mistake twice. I got a support post right here. It's a 1x1 piece of wood. Painted it black and just kind of to blend it in. I knew over time with the heat, especially being behind a window like this, the heat here in Florida, and believe it or not, it's about 35 degrees here this morning. It's going to fold over time. There's nothing there. So I wanted to prevent the sag, so I put that there, and that's going to do that for me. So put the crowd together. As you can see, I have some signs there, Figure Giant, MJP Customs, a lot of blank signs. So I'm going to keep putting vendors that I have used to, build my collection and buying parts and have figures done and painted and things like that. So if you've done work with me and have a business sticker, please feel free to send it to me and I'll get you on one of these empty boards in the crowd just to help everybody out. I mean, we're all here for the same reason. So what I did was, after I did the outline, so to speak, of the crowd, I measured how far am I going to need. So between the ring and the guardrails, here you have about 8 inches. On each side is about 6 to 7 inches. And then over here again, 8 inches before the announce tables start. So situated the ring in the middle and built everything around it. The crowd, as you can see, are all blacked out. I put some chairs in there just to gotta give it that feel. but I wanted that 3D feel that's not going to take away from anything else. So as you can see, the yellow jackets from the security and the ring security guards and the lights and the chrome ramp and the wrestlers, you could see the crowd is here, but they're not. And this is a basic, photography 101 trick. This is shadowing. So what we did there, we set up everything. I have about 100 figures in the crowd. They're made up of anything I can get my hands on, dirt cheap at flea markets, fodder lots, garage sales, even Five Belows. I got some Black Panther figures in here. There's Shuri. I got a Dragon Ball Z guy in here. Walt Disney characters around here somewhere. So there's a lot of Easter eggs in the crowd. I tried to give them life. I give them a little personality. There's some hands are up, they're cheering. I have a father and his son right there with his arm around the son. I got two friends in the front row getting ready to smack high fives. So everything there is right, there. Father and son on the guardrail on the other side, arms around, so it has that look. And I've mounted the figures down. I put them just, again, to kind of give it, that it's going to be, if I ever have to tear this down, the removability, rather than gluing every single figure to the felt, it was a mess. So I went to Home Depot and Lowe's and got these paint sticks, and you really, honestly, can't even tell when you're looking at the thing. I screwed them into the wood, I sprayed them black, and I glued each figure, about 3 to 5 sometimes, depending on the size of the figures, on each one. Some of them, I cut the sticks down. I only have 1 on that one. I have 2 over here on this one. So, everything there. Added some chairs in the crowd, so it really gives you the feel like you're here. And if you want that 3D look, so you can see everything. You can see the lights, you can see the wrestlers, you can see the security, and just the whole, I wanted to give this a real, true arena experience vibe and feel. Everything down to the lighting above the ring. So, as you can see, I think I've accomplished that. Security guards around the ring, got security jackets from, I believe it's WrestlingSuperstore.com. Got all the guardrails as well. So after I put the, first thing I did was the guardrails, then I put the crowd, mounted the crowd. I wanted to see how much area I would need. So the guardrails, what I did, instead of, again, the felt, I know I chose it just for, aesthetic purposes, but also serves a good functionality. That Velcro sticks to the felt. And as you can see, I got these self-adhesive Velcro stacks. I put one on each end of the railing, and I put the Velcro side down, self-adhesive to the base, and boom, it holds the railings up perfectly. Put the crowd right behind it, and I integrated some security guards throughout the crowd, just like you would see at the actual arenas. They're embedded in the crowd, they're all over, they're by the announcers, cameraman itself in the crowd. So I really wanted to give this a feel. I got some Easter eggs in the crowd as well. You got Bill Murray from Ghostbusters, Paulie and the ECW Straw Hat guy, 2 Philly guys right there. Excuse me. Arnold Schwarzenegger over there. So looking for a couple more, and I'll be putting those in there as well. So once the crowd was down, and the railings were there, and I knew what I did. I put the ring in just to basically get that feel going. Wanted the ring and everything like that. And then what I did was I mounted the lights above the ring. This is a Figures Toy Company Money in the Bank playset. They're about 18 inches long on each side, and I built a kind of a square rectangle and ran LED lights through it. And figured, I wanted that industrial look. I wanted it to look like it was hanging from the rafters. And I got some chain from Home Depot, and we mounted it to a hook in the ceiling. So ran the lights through. All these lights are controlled through a mobile app. Everything, runs through my phone and my iPad and whatnot. So I can change colors. Everything is motion detected. So what I did was, anytime there's theme songs playing or different, music, the lights are going to flash differently. The lights are going to flash different colors and whatnot. Even the little, Bluetooth speaker I have just for more intense sound right above there, that'll bounce to with the music. So again, speaking of Figures Toy Company, again, I use them again. I bought the railings, the security coats from them, and the Money in the Bank play sets. I bought 2 of them. Cut these down to about 16 inches on each one. And I really wasn't setting out to do an AEW style arena. I just really liked a lot of the aspects with it. So I started putting the stickers on it and made it happen. I don't really watch WWE anymore. I don't watch it at all. Not really don't watch it, but I don't watch it at all. I'm a fan of the old school wrestling and, not to get into it, but just not a fan of it now. So I watch AEW religiously, so I wanted to build something that I enjoy. I took a lot of different aspects, again, of different style arenas that not only I saw on TV, but that I saw people build in their own homes. And I wanted to make it my own and add things to it and whatnot. So, again, went to IKEA and I got some light strips. I got the deodor. I got 2 packs. So I put the 4 bars in there and I put 2 bars in each one of the tunnels. The tunnels they're about 8 inches and they are located in the laundry section of your Home Depot and Lowe's. And they are metal. They are a bright silver chrome type of finish. And the lights really, as you can see, they mirror in there. And that's what I wanted. The use less but get more aspect. So we got that set up. Again, your best creations will come around from you just wandering and walking around Lowe's and Home Depot for ideas. And that's how I accomplished a lot of this. Built the ramp and the entrance stage using foam board, 1/2-inch foam board. I got black from Hobby Lobby. And then what I did was I mounted these to the 1x1 posts. As you can see, there's a camera up there. I'm waiting on the cameraman to go up there. Have another cameraman actually there as well. And again in the crowd, so a couple intricately placed. So I mounted the tubes, I glued them on, taped them onto the back, made a bracket so they would sit perfectly. And then I cut the foam board around and made the little mirrors there for the lighting. So everything pretty much is custom. And then the ramp. This is actually metal. It's a very, very, very thin sheet of aluminum, and it was pre-cut. Again, Hobby Lobby had about 10 different styles. I just love this style. It was perfect, very easy to cut with some wire cutters or some heavy-duty clippers, and was good to go on that regard. Again, mounted the triangle. It's approximately 24 inches long. Believe it or not, doesn't look that big, but just gives you, the enormity of this arena. When the ramp is 24 inches long, it doesn't even look like it. And then what I did was I incorporated the old WWF Raw SmackDown stage. I put the iPad in there for my Titantron. So when the music plays, I put the entrance videos on. It basically will play right up there like you saw earlier in the video. The one aspect I get a lot of questions about is the turntable that you see Pack on right now. So what I did was on Amazon, they have a 6-inch platform and it rotates. It's chargeable, USB charged, and basically that will spin. I have it programmed that it will start with the plain black background, and when I hit the button, it will spin around and stop exactly at that spot. Again, I added the mirror background to it, just again because everything pops on that. You're looking at it and you can see Pac's face there. So everything really mirrors off of that. I was very fortunate. I saw someone selling an AEW. I actually posted it, wasn't selling it, but he made the set for his 6-year-old son. And I asked him about, if I could get the copy of the printouts. So he sent me a copy, and I made the things. I used those. I cut those out and mounted them on PVC, 2 different types of PVC that I cut in half. And it kind of gives you that AEW-esque feel. So that's that. But that turntable, on top of it, you'll see a shower grate upside down. I put the shower grate there, again, just to tie into the ramp to give this the industrial look. And it works perfectly. So did all that and got that all set up. And then it was time for the rest of the lights. So again, Walmart sells, I think they're 65 or 68 inch strips. And again, I mounted one strip around, and I also have one strip up here. And again, all controlled through the mobile app, so everything runs directly. So this is the arena build. And again, it really looks like there's a lot going on, and there is. I have a lot of lights. I bought those little white flashing lights, or little pods that Amazon sells for jewelry cases, and just continual white. They don't make them in any third-party colors or different things, so I wanted that white flashing look, but it's a rat's nest behind it. There's a lot of wires and whatnot, and I'm not going to show you that, but as you can see, this is the arena. So, I hope everybody enjoys it and kind of goes through everything and, sees what we got here and kind of, gets everything expedited. And, if you have any questions, certainly reach out to me. That's what I'm here for, and help everybody out. But hope you enjoyed it. And certainly, like I said, if you have questions, leave a comment on my board, subscribe. Otherwise, I'm not going to get back to you. Just kidding. And yeah, this is the final build, so please enjoy it. Thanks for watching.